This is David Zachos, broker and one of the owners of Zachos Realty and Design. In this video, I wanted to share something a little bit different. I have a story of a gentleman that I sold his house recently. In this particular case, it was on Venice Island. And I'm going to call him, had a winter home or a vacation home down in Venice. And he was recently a widower, had with his family, his children, his wife, for many years enjoyed Venice Island in particular. And they have a lot of memories from this area. And they've been owners of this one particular home probably for 30 or 40 years. And it was really a great asset for them to have in the family. It was a place for them to get away with the kids. And often because of its location close to the beach and the getaway for the winter, they would have other family members join them, friends come and join them. And over the years, lots of nice memories. But as he got older, his kids, of course, grew up and moved on. They're no longer at home and away. They have their own lives and they have their own kids and things are busy nowadays. And then unfortunately, his wife passed. He found himself not enjoying that visit to the home near as much as it was. The memories weren't quite so sweet and it seemed like he got there less and less. He debated over many years, actually. Do I keep this place? Do I pass it along to my kids? Is it something that I want to hang on to? But he came to the decision that the best thing for him to do was to sell that home. And after a long period of time of deliberating, he reached out to me to ask me for his help in selling the home. He did seem to say that, when I did come down, it's more difficult for me to travel now. And then, we're not there that often. So the house is becoming neglected. The lawn's becoming overgrown and, things need to be fixed. And I find myself not enjoying getting down to the beach, doing little projects at the house. So that's when it came to him to decide to sell. What we do is we have more of a process than just putting it on the market, taking some pictures and getting it ready to go. So I took the time to meet with Ed virtually at first and through the phone because he wasn't traveling down, made arrangements to get a key, walk the property, actually get my eyes on it. And I said, once I do that, I can tell you definitely what your value is on this home. And probably based on what you want to do, we spend time preparing homes for sale. We likely can increase the value of your home depending on if you're willing to do a few things that we suggested. So I made a visit, I took some pictures, I took the time to look at those pictures, and I gave them suggestions as far as things that we needed to do. It was definitely tired, worn out, cluttered, and needed some repairs. I'm showing you some pictures of the house before. A lot of it, wasn't major things, but I said to him, if you do what we suggest you do, I pretty much can guarantee I'm going to increase your selling point by 20 to 30,000. And that's exactly what we did. We came up with a list. Sometimes I have sellers a little overwhelmed with the list that we give them, but it's systematic. And we talk about room by room, step by step. And I have the people here locally that you can trust that do the work. So it never has to be something that our clients fret about because they have us to lean on. And we hear it many times after the experience is over. And that was a particular case with Ed. He was so pleased with the results that he was astonished that we got full asking price for that home. What we did was we went in, we opened up the walkways, we removed a lot of the furniture that wasn't needed to be there. We helped even set up, people to pick it up, drop it off. We had a handyman fix some things that needed to be fixed because oftentimes there's a lot of distractions on an older home. When you go in, buyers will look at the distractions. And I've heard it explained different ways, but it's quite true. If somebody sees that, hey, the smoke detector is not working, or there's discoloration of the floor, there's mold around the AC vents, they're going to know this home has not been maintained. So what we do is we actually go in with professionals and we have the home maintained. We have everything that needs to be done to the home. And we do that within the budget of the seller. So we took a tired, worn out, dusty old home, cluttered, and we made some great improvements. We worked with Ed and his family. He actually had a son that didn't live too far away who on occasion came down. And we took his input into consideration as well, because some things sellers want to do and other things they're not quite sure if they need to do and they're not sure of the return. So in this particular case, once we got to go ahead, we narrowed down the list with the seller's input and we started that work. The handyman took about 7 to 10 days and it was ready to go on the market. So then once it's time to hit the market, we take professional photos, of course, once it's decluttered, video, and we start marketing that home like crazy. I'm fortunate to have my son, Ryan, who's part of the marketing. He really is an expert when it comes to that. And we don't just put a home on the market, we actually do paid marketing and present that home in its best light. And in this particular case, within 1 day of listing, we had a full price offer. And it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't in the crazy market a year and a half ago. This was just this year. That full price offer came in the first day, and there's more to just accepting an offer. You need to vent, if it's financing, and we do that too. We take care of everything from start to finish. We make sure that the buyers are qualified. We stay on top of the process, making sure the deadlines are met. Ed wasn't able to come down much. He was able to make one visit just before we listed it. But other than that, he was remote. So we kept him updated. We got the inspections done. We worked through some minor things that took place. This was a 1950s, 60s home, so it had some things. But I'm familiar with those type of homes, and I know what type of attention they need. So a lot of times we can address those up front. Well, we closed on time. He was extremely grateful and satisfied. I actually have a really nice review that he wrote, and I'm just so pleased to help him. I love doing this. I love serving people. Many of you know I was a deputy here, a detective here for 25 years, and I served my community that way. This is how I can help people, especially older people, because sometimes they get taken advantage of, and I hate when that happens. So if you or anyone you know is in a similar circumstances, please reach out. We're happy to help. Click on the link below or give me a shout. Thank you for watching. Look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care.